You know, sometimes the most incredible stories aren't found in some big library, but inside a single beautiful object. Today, we're exploring one of those treasures, an old family Bible. So let's crack it open and see what secrets are hiding inside. See, this book is holding more than just scripture. It's got a personal history tucked away inside, a family's own story, written by hand more than 100 years ago. I mean, just look at this, the children's names register. Every single entry, written in this beautiful fading ink, represents a real person, a life. You've got a George Edwards, born way back in 1827, a Thomas Henry in 1828. These aren't just marks on a page, they're literally echoes of a family's past, all captured right here. We see names like these all the time, but it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Why these names? For a family back in the 19th century, this wasn't just a random choice. It was a huge deal, a reflection of their faith, their culture. So, what did these names actually mean to them? Okay, so what's absolutely wild is that the key to this whole mystery, it was right there in front of them the entire time, hidden in plain sight, inside this very same book. I mean, think about it. They didn't need to go to a library or find some scholar to figure out the meaning of the names they were giving their kids. The answers were literally right there, bound in the same leather cover. And here it is. So check this out. On the left, you've got the family's personal register, right? But on the right, get this, a biblical cyclopedia. It's basically a dictionary of names, places, everything, built right into the back of their Bible. The personal and the historical right next to each other. How cool is that? Okay, so this means we can actually look these names up ourselves. Let's start with a big one, Abraham. According to their book, his name means father of a great multitude. Wow, that's a name that carries the weight of an entire people? So this discovery just blows the whole thing wide open. All of a sudden, that simple list of names in the front, it's not just a list anymore. It's a collection of ancient stories and some seriously powerful ideas. All right, so what other secrets is this thing hiding? What about all those other names that were so common back then? Let's dive into this amazing resource and see what we can find. Okay, this is where it gets really interesting because the variety is just wow. Some of them are kind of what you'd expect, right? You've got David, meaning well-beloved, and you see others like Daniel, God is my judge, or Elizabeth, which means the oath of God. But then you get some that are kind of surprising. Deborah means a bee, like a symbol of hard work. Cain, a little chillingly, means a possession. And then there's Isaac, which means laughter. Laughter. I mean, that one really stands out, doesn't it? It's not just a definition. It feels more like the title of an incredible story. What on earth could have happened to earn a name that literally means laughter? And, well, that's the next layer, isn't it? These definitions, they aren't just fun facts. They are direct links, little breadcrumbs, leading back to some of the most epic dramas in human history. And they're all right here in these pages. So let's go back to Isaac. His story is told right here in Genesis chapter 22, and you're looking at the actual text from this very family's Bible. It's an incredible story, a story about faith and a truly impossible test. So the story kicks off with this absolutely mind-blowing command given to his father, Abraham. He's told to take his son, his only son Isaac, whom he loves, and sacrifice him. I mean, the stakes just could not be any higher. Just try to picture this moment. After a 3-day journey, Abraham actually binds his own son, puts him on the altar, and he raises the knife. This is it, the absolute peak of the story. Just this moment of unbearable, crushing tension. And then, at the very last possible second, a voice from heaven calls out, stopping him. The test is over. An animal is provided for the sacrifice instead, and Isaac's life is spared. And this is what connects it all so perfectly. The book even has this powerful engraving of that exact moment. See, the name Isaac, laughter, wasn't about this moment initially. It came from his parents' joyful laughter when he was miraculously born in their old age. But that joy is just echoed and amplified by the profound relief of this moment. It's a whole epic story, boiled down into a single name. Okay, so let's bring this all back full circle. Let's go from that ancient, epic drama back to the quiet, personal moment of a family writing down the name of their newborn child.
When that family in the 1800s wrote down a name, they weren't just picking something that sounded nice. They were consciously connecting their child to this deep, deep well of stories. Stories that, for them, were the absolute foundation of their world. So now when we look at this page again, it just feels different, doesn't it? George, Thomas, Frederick, Elizabeth. Each one of these names is like a thread, tying this one family to a history that stretches back for thousands of years. And of course, uncovering all this just gets you thinking, right? It really makes you wonder about the story, the legacy that's tucked away inside your own name. Our whole journey today started right here with this one simple personal record, a little boy named George Edwards, born almost 200 years ago. His name, chosen with love, carried a history his parents could discover in the very same book they held in their hands. It's such a powerful reminder that history isn't just some distant, dusty thing. It's personal, it's alive, and sometimes you carry it with you every single day. Makes you wonder, what story does your name carry?